Hi everyone, how are you all doing? Thank you first and foremost for your support thus far, and to those people who have been in contact with me via DM or Instagram or through YouTube or any other platform that I'm on socially. It's been really nice to interact, engage with you, answer questions on a personal level and just get a flavour of kind of what you're getting out of the vlogs as well. So thanks for that, really do appreciate it. Of course, if you ever want to send me a question, find me on one of my socials and drop me a DM, that's totally cool. Now, this week began with a session at Guildford Trail Runners last night. It was a big session. I ran down there, did the session, incorporated quite a few tough hills for me. Hills that typically, I'll be honest with you, if I was on my own, I would have just walked. But when you're with a group, it does kind of pull you along and push you further up that hill. So I was really grateful for that experience because, like I said, I think I got a lot more out of it. That said, I've come out for a run now, and that's why I'm sitting on the grass because yeah, a little sort of strange sensation in my shin, little muscle there, just a bit of a dull ache. So I'm just putting a pause on the run and go for a big nice long walk for a similar distance. I mean, it's not going to make a huge change to the program. If I walk instead of run, obviously it's nice to get running under your belt, but at the same time I'd rather get out there, get some fresh air and get the legs moving again. So a little bit disappointing, but hey, I went for a big session last night and there it is. We have to work through these things, and interestingly at the same time, been out in the weather, it's nice and warm out here, and to get 18 degrees, it's a good chance to get out some singlets again. This is a really breathable Salomon S-Lab singlet. It might be one that features on race day, who knows, depends what the conditions are, but ultimately it's really comfortable. It's very breathable, and it'll give me a good opportunity to not get too overheated as well, should I choose to run in it on the day. Of course, need to do a little bit more time on legs with it packed out as well, because ultimately I'm running with a race pack, and sometimes these things, whilst they're breathable and thin and fantastic to wear as they are, you put a pack on top and they rub and it's all sorts of problems. So anyway, I'm going to catch up with you when I actually go for another run, and I'll share some more insight and wisdom as to what I'm doing this week. But ultimately, it's going to be a bit of fun, and I think what I also want to take away from last week was my 40k session I did on Friday. I went away for the weekend with my family, and I was really concerned that the DOMs were going to hit, and actually they never came. So what that tells me is that my pacing, whilst it seemed to be relatively slow at times, was perfect for a training run, and I came off the back of that feeling very good, feeling very comfortable, and that's nice and reassuring as well. So I'll catch up with you momentarily on the actual run, but yeah, I thought I'd just give you a little update on how the week has started so far. Hey, 24 hours later, and just like that, back to running again. I left that bit in about yesterday. I could have cut it out, but I like to be transparent, as you know. It was my body's way of saying, no run today, just rest up, take it easy, and let's try again tomorrow, which is now. And actually, as luck would have it, I'm on a much nicer location, running a beautiful route home. So everything happens for a reason, right? Feeling good. I'm feeling really pleased to make the call yesterday just to rest up. Now it may not look like it because we've got quite a bit of cloud cover, but it's actually 20 degrees, so perfect conditions for testing out some of the warmer weather gear. And you can see here, back out in the Salomon vest again. Feels good, feels light, feels breezy. Does seem to be attracting the bugs though. Just finishing up on the river section now, 3.5k, about a 5:12 km average, which is too fast, but nice to put some speed in. And now I'm going to just rein it right back in. Nice, cool, calm, consistent, easy pace to the finish. Should be around about 12k today, and yeah, I'll catch up with you in a few moments time. Oh yeah, tunnel section, always a blast. Okay, since we last spoke, I've hit 7 kilometres. I've got an average pace of 5:09, and you might be thinking, hang on, didn't you just say you were going to slow down? Well, I ended up in kind of what I call a sweet spot. I love being in that place. It's when the mind wanders, the legs just take over, and you go into kind of like a meditative autopilot. And I find that if I start off strong with the pace, I just fall into that lovely sort of balance of calm, focus, and the output's good. The output is good. Always throw your litter away. Don't be that person who runs through the environment and then destroys it by chucking stuff everywhere. It is hot, it is sweaty. Just taking a 30-second break, have some water. There's a little park up here, might go and play on the swings. And yeah, then I'll get back to it. Only a few K from home now, but it's just such a glorious day. Just want to take it all in, soak it all in. Yo! Here we go then. Long run. So today, aiming for around about 30k or so. Up early, 6 AM. Just beautiful. This is what summer running is all about. You can see here again, same Salomon vest on. Does this guy wash? Is what you're asking yourself. The answer is yes. So easy to wash and dry as well because it's so thin. So the reason why I'm wearing this today is because the question I'm asking myself, is this suitable for race day? Now it's got the top, the shoulder part, so it's not a true singlet if you like, therefore shouldn't experience any rubbing, but important to test it out. Don't try anything new on race day. I've got some time now, use this on my long run. The weather's increasing, it's about 8 degrees now. By the time I finish my run in about 3 hours time, hopefully it's 15 degrees. It's quite a step up. I'm gonna feel it. A t-shirt would be definitely pretty warm. So I'll catch up with you when we're a bit further along. Something nice to look at just this main road, and we'll talk about progress. We're on the river and nearly 10k, and I'll let you know what the split is in a second. I'm running fast today, and the reason why is because the first part of the ultra is key for me. That sort of 20-25 miles is where I can bank the most time. If I run hard, sensibly hard, I can really give myself more of a cushion towards the end when inevitably I'm going to be absolutely toast. So knowing that I can run, race pack fully loaded at a decent pace, here we go. So 10k, 51.27 with an average pace of 5:09. So of course that's way quicker than race pace, way quicker, but it's good to know. It's a good little boost. It just goes in up there to know that I can do it. I can run that fast if called upon, if required. So strategy today is just run hard. Let's talk shoes. You may recall a few weeks ago I ran this route in the Speedgoat Falls and it was really hard underfoot, not very forgiving. So today I'm at the Mac 4s. Now the Mac 4s have got a couple hundred miles in them, so don't really have the bounce and the pop they used to have, and therefore a little bit flat underfoot, but certainly more comfortable. And the way they're designed, if you've seen them before, really nice kind of a stretchy toe box, which means if your feet are jingling around in there, you're not going to get any rubbing. Now I have spoken about you wearing Mac 4s for the 50 miler, a new pair of course. Trouble is, if you kick a root or a stone, there's no protection in that toe box and your toe's just going to explode, so probably not wise. Although if the ground's hard like this, oh, so much more comfortable to wear a road shoe. Just about to hit 16k, the halfway point. Average pace 5:08, so it'll be kind of fun to see how long I can hold this for. There's a buzz, 1:22.09 for halfway. Spin around now, so significantly faster than so many of my long runs I've ever done, but it's fun. I'm enjoying myself. It's good to test your body. It's also good for you to see where is my fitness at. Think about the training I've been doing. No intervals, no mile repeats, no track sessions, just some hill running and some easy long runs. So it's intriguing to me, very intriguing. I just spoke to you about where my fitness is at. Well, I'm not going to know at the end, this is a surprise to me as well, is that I'm about to go through 21k, and I'll tell you the time in just a few seconds. I'm pretty sure my half marathon PB from 3 years ago is 1:51, and it would shock me to learn
that I've beaten that in today's run, but I won't know until the end when I stop my watch. But 21k in 1:47.22, so you know, there's a chance here of going like sub 1:49. That'd be amazing. I spoke the other day about autopilot running, and it's so surprising to, well, not surprising really, but so I had to stop right there and this bit of a hill climb. My lap pace 6:29, the slowest lap pace since I've started running today. But when you stop, you have to reset and you get the legs back to where they were supposed to be. It's really hard, especially for me. 25k in 2 hours and 9. Unsurprisingly, the wheels are starting to fall off. Average pace now down to 2:10. Why am I sharing this with you? Well, because why not? Just being transparent. This is the fastest I've run in years. Fastest and furthest combined. So it's it's amazing really. But I'm not surprised to see that the pace is slipping just so slightly. Right, distance done. Didn't look at my watch. I'm going to find a place to balance my watch, and we'll film it and see what the results are. I think it's 2 weeks ago I did that almost exact same route in 2 hours 58:51. So a few things to consider: half marathon, which is 1:51:48. I found out. See if we're beating that. Say we, you didn't do anything. I did it. We did nothing. You watched. I ran. But yeah, let's have a quick look. All right, so let's just save that there. See what we've got. Oh, can you see that? 1 new record. Here we go. What have we got? Fastest half 1:47:30. Get in. Get in. Oh, that's training effect. Yeah, I've definitely battered my legs, and I will be jeopardising my runs coming up this week. 68 hours of recovery required. Interesting. Thank you, Garmin, for that. And what we got here? 2:49:33. So basically close to 10 minutes faster than how I was 2 weeks ago, which is pretty phenomenal. 32k, 5:18 average. So it's runs like that that give you the confidence that yeah, you've still got a bit of pace about you. And I spoke before about whether I'd ever be able to do a sub 4 marathon, and again, runs like that are what you need to give yourself the encouragement that sub 4's within you. And this is just a training run, and of course I ran much harder and I've ruined my legs, but it's important to have these kind of sessions in your plan, just because it's nice to have a little test, isn't it? Nice to see where you're at. So with that said and done, I'll see you next week from my wheelchair, and yeah, love you and leave you. Cheers.